So, ESPN wrote an article about who's the best overall franchise, ranking them. And the disrespect of this list is just amazing. How do you have the Seattle Storm as the number one on the list of franchises? Like, the disrespect is crazy. How do you not have the Houston Comets as number one? The first dynasty far as a team. Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson. The first big three to win 4 championships back-to-back. From the inaugural season starting in 97 to 2000. Van Chancellor being the coach of them. Being able to win like that. We weren't talking about dynasties until what the Houston Comets did. And the disrespect of them by having them further down on the list and having the Seattle Storm at number one, it's crazy. It's crazy. There would be no other dynasties if it wasn't for the Houston Comets. There would be no other dynasties. They were the blueprint for how to have star players and them to work together and accomplish the goal of winning championships. So, if you want to talk about ranking them, Houston Comets have to be number one. Houston Comets have to be number one on the list. They were the team to watch and mimic your team after. Now, if you're going off of strictly teams that won 4 championships, they would be number one. Then I would have Minnesota number 2. Minnesota would be number 2 for me. They won championships in 2011, 2013, 15, and 17. Those were like the years that they had Simone Augustus and Maya Moore. Big Seal was in the mix. Lindsey Wellen. Those were like the good old days for Minnesota. They were the team to beat. And I would have them at number 2. And then number 3, I would then have Seattle. Yeah, they won 4 championships also, 2004, 10, 18, and 20. But you guys came after what the Houston Comets did, what the Minnesota Lynx accomplished. So, how do you put them up at number 1? Like, you're not even thinking about history and certain things that fall into it. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Seattle has Breanna Stewart and Sue Bird. That's more so what it has a lot to do with. If we're talking about, like, players now that are still on the team. But you got to pay homage to the Houston Comets. No, there's no way around it. Houston Comets started the dynasty of the WNBA. Point blank period. And then you could talk about Phoenix winning, the Sparks winning, Detroit Shock winning.